the students, this is your maths teacher from IFS school. Now let's start the class. First sharing some general instruction regarding the class. This is class 7 maths class. Instructions are don't raise hand during lecture, ask question at the end of the lecture, use hand free if you are using mobile and headphones for computer use. Read your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home test should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the lecture, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. Now these are some instructions. Now let's start the class. This is lesson 4. And in this lesson we will discuss chapter number 5, that is fraction. Okay, this is part 4 or lesson number 4 of chapter number 5. Objectives of today's class are brackets. In this class we will discuss about the brackets. We will discuss about the combined operation, that is Bode and mass rule. In this class we will discuss Bode and mass rule, and what is Bode and mass rule we will discuss this later. So the objectives are brackets. In this class we will discuss about brackets, removal of brackets, how to remove the brackets, and what are the types of bracket, and then we will discuss about the combined operation, Bode mass rule, and then at last we will discuss about the complex fraction. So these are the 3 objectives and the important objectives of today's class. Now formally begin the class by brackets. Our first objective, bracket. As you all know that what is bracket, you are in class 7 and we use bracket so many times. So brackets are used in maths. Brackets are used when 2 or more numbers are to be treated as whole. Brackets are used when 2 or more numbers are treated as a whole. Means we consider the term written in the bracket is a whole. Brackets are of various types. There are so many types of bracket. How many types you know about the bracket? First is vinculum. It's a line. Vinculum, sometimes instead of pair of brackets, a line is used, that is called vinculum. The first is vinculum. The first bracket is vinculum. Then this is parenthesis. This is round bracket. This is round bracket, or we call it parenthesis. Then we use braces, or in initial classes we call it curly bracket, or we call it flower bracket, but this is braces. And this is large bracket, or we may call it square bracket. Okay, these are the 4 types of bracket. As we are discussing about the brackets, brackets are used when 2 or more numbers are to be treated as a whole. And brackets, the types of bracket are, this number 1 is vinculum. Vinculum is a straight line on the numbers, 2 numbers. This is vinculum. And how we remove vinculum? We remove vinculum by changing the sign. And this is parenthesis. This is parenthesis, round bracket. And this is braces. This shape bracket is called braces, or we may call it curly bracket. We may call it flower bracket. And this is called square bracket. We may call it large bracket. So this is the definition of bracket and the types of brackets. Now move forward towards the removal of the brackets. How we will remove the brackets? Means here we are talking about the brackets, how we remove that brackets, how we remove that bracket from the, if in any question these bracket comes, so how we remove that bracket. A bracket, here we are talking about all the brackets, means parenthesis, braces and square bracket. A bracket preceded by the sign positive, means if there is positive sign out of the bracket, means out of the braces, out of the parenthesis and out of the large bracket. indicates that the part of expression enclosed is to be added. Therefore, the brackets may be removed without making any change. Means if there is plus sign out of the bracket, so we don't change the sign of the bracket term present inside the bracket. Means if there is plus sign, if there is plus sign, then there is a bracket. So when we simplify it, there will be no change in the term present inside the bracket. I will repeat कि जब ब्रैकेट के बाहर पॉजिटिव साइन होगा तो टर्म ब्रैकेट में अंदर जितनी भी टर्म्स मौजूद होंगी हम उसके साइन चेंज नहीं करेंगे. दिस इज अबाउट द positive sign. This is only when the positive term, positive sign is preceded by the bracket. Now here is the example. So see, this is 8 plus and this is bracket 5 plus 3. So what you have to see in this, what you have to identify in this is plus sign and this is bracket. Plus sign and bracket, it's mean that this is plus 5, this is plus 3. When we will simplify this question, no change will occur the terms present inside the bracket. When we will simplify this question, there will be no change in plus 5 plus 3, which is the term present inside the bracket. See, 8 plus 5 plus 3, no change in the terms present inside the bracket because there is plus sign over here. Then we will add all three together. 5 plus 8 plus 3 is 16. So this is the removal of brackets when there is plus sign. When there is plus sign out of the bracket. This is about the braces, parenthesis and large bracket, all the three brackets. Now, a bracket preceded by the negative bracket preceded by the sign negative. Now here we are talking about negative. The previous slide is for the positive sign. So this is a bracket preceded by the sign negative, indicates that the part of the expression enclosed is to be subtracted. Therefore, the brackets may be removed with the change of sign of each term. This is positive and negative. They both are totally opposite. When we are dealing with positive sign, no change occur present the term inside the bracket. But when we are dealing negative sign, this all the sign will change. All the term sign will be changed that present inside the bracket. Only when we remove the brackets, the term present inside the bracket will be removed only when we change the sign. Means plus 2 will become minus 3, plus 3 will become minus 3. I repeat, a bracket preceded by the sign negative indicates that the part of the expression enclosed is to be added. Therefore, the brackets may be removed without making any change in signs of term within the bracket. और when I explain it कि जब हमारे पास ब्रैकेट के बाहर नेगेटिव साइन होगा तो हमारे पास ब्रैकेट के अंदर जितनी भी टर्म्स मौजूद होंगी हम उनका साइन चेंज करेंगे. व्हेन इट्स अबाउट पॉजिटिव हम साइन चेंज नहीं करेंगे. व्हेन वी आर डीलिंग नेगेटिव हम साइन चेंज करेंगे. हर टर्म प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द ईच टर्म प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द ब्रैकेट. Now this is the example. Now see, this is 8 minus, we are having negative sign out of the bracket. We are having negative sign and inside the bracket we are having minus 5 and plus 3. So when we will simplify this question, we will remove the brackets. We will remove the bracket. So how we will remove the bracket? We will remove the brackets by changing the sign. Means this minus 5 will become plus 5 and this plus 3 will become minus 3. See, 8. This minus 5 will become plus 5 because there is negative sign out of the bracket. This minus 5 will become plus 5 and this plus 3 will become minus 3. Now we will add accordingly. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 minus 3 is 10. 13 minus 3 is 10. So this is the example of the negative sign. Okay. Now combined operation order of Bode-Mass rule. Okay, first we have, when we discussed the slide, when we have discussed the types of bracket, when we discuss the types of bracket, these are the types of bracket. So when we simplify the bracket, so first we will simplify the vernacular, means if all the four brackets are there. When all the four brackets are there, like vernaculum, parenthesis, braces and large bracket. So first we solve vernaculum, then we will solve parenthesis, then we will solve braces, then we solve square bracket or large bracket. This is the order to simplify the bracket. Vernaculum first, parenthesis second, braces third, and then we will simplify the large bracket. This is the order to simplify the any question which contain all the four brackets. Okay students, this is the removal of bracket. Plus sign, no change in the bracket. Plus sign, no change in the terms present inside the bracket. Negative sign, we will change the term present and we will change the sign of the term present inside the bracket. See, -5 will become +5 and +3 will become -3. Now we will move towards the new topic, that is combined operation order of Bode-Mass rule. While simplifying a mathematical expression, the combined operation should be performed in the order of Bode-Mass rule. When we use Bode-Mass rule while simplifying a mathematical expression that combined brackets that have, when you use Bode-Mass rule, when a question is there and we are having four different operation and there is bracket in that question, so we simplify the question by the rule of Bode-Mass rule. So what is Bode-Mass rule? First we will solve brackets. Brackets, I have told you the order of brackets: vernaculum, parenthesis, braces, and then we will solve the square bracket. Then we will solve off. Off means multiplication. Then division we will solve. Then we will solve M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. This is Bode-Mass rule. We'll use this Bode-Mass rule when any question contains brackets and four different operations. Brackets, the order of bracket is vernaculum, parenthesis, braces, and square bracket. Off, then we will solve off, then we will solve division, we solve the operation division, we'll solve the operation multiplication, addition, and subtraction. And we've already discussed division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction simplification in previous lessons. Okay, now this is the combined operation Bode-Mass rule. B stands for bracket, O stands for off, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. Okay, now this is your book example number 8. This example is given on book page number 88. Book page number 88, this question is given. The question is 3 whole 2 upon 5 divided by 4 whole 1 upon 12 of 1 whole 5 upon 7. There is parenthesis, means parenthesis have 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. 3 whole 2 upon 5 divided by 4 whole 1 upon 12 of 1 whole 5 upon 7 divided by another parenthesis, that is 5 whole 2 upon 21 minus 3 whole 19 upon 28. This question is on book page number 88. Okay, now let's start the solution. First, what we will do, only parenthesis is given in this question. Only parenthesis is given. So first we will solve parenthesis. As we all know that there is no vernaculum there, so we'll start solving by the parenthesis. And in parenthesis, we will consider the sign. This is divide and this is off. So which operation will be simplified first? You know which operation will be simplified by bracket off, BOD. So see, first we will solve brackets and then we will solve off, then divide. So first we will solve off. First we will solve off. But before solving off, first we will convert this mixed number into improper fraction by multiplication and addition. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. When you add 2 and 15, you will get 17 upon 5 divided by 4 into 12. You will first multiply 4 into 12, that is 48, and plus 1 is 49 upon 12 of 7 1 the 7 plus 5 is 12 upon 7. Okay, so now this mixed number will become 17 upon 5, this will become 49 upon 12, and this become 12 upon 7. This is parenthesis number 1. That will, so then again proceed by the division sign, and then another parenthesis which contain two mixed number, 21 into 5, that is 105, and when you will add 2 in it, you will get 107 upon 21. Then you will multiply 28 with 3, and when you will add 19 in it, you will get 103 upon 28. Okay, now first parenthesis we have two operation. Number one is divide, then off. We have divide and we have off. So first we will solve off. How we will solve off? We will solve off. We will replace this off with the multiplication sign. So here we replace this off with multiplication sign, and then we will write it as it is. So when we'll cancel it, 7 ones are 7, 7 sevens are 49, and this is 12 ones are 12, and 12 ones are 12. This is the simplification of first parenthesis. We will solve the first, will solve the off. Then in second parenthesis, they both are unlike fractions. We can solve both parentheses together. Simultaneously, we can solve both the parentheses. So this contains 21, this contains 28. So when we will take the LCM of 21 and 28, this is 84. This is 84. With these both are the unlike fractions. These both the terms are the unlike fraction. As we all know that we will simplify the unlike fractions by taking the LCM. So the LCM of 21 and 28 is 84. Okay, now when what we will do, 21, when we will multiply 21, what we will do, when we will take the LCM, it is 84. Now 84, when 21 4s are 84, 21 4s are 84. आप 21 का टेबल इतना पढ़ेंगे 84 आ जाए, तो that is 4. So 21 4s are 84. So we will multiply this 107 with 4. We will multiply this 107 with 4. So we will get 428. We will get 428. Okay, 21 का टेबल आपने इतना पढ़ा कि 84 आ जाए, that is 4. So we will multiply 107 with 4. Now 28, multiply 28 with the number that you will get 84. This is 3. 28 3s are 84. 28 3s are 84. So when you will multiply 103 with 3, you will get 309. Here we will multiply by 4. Here we will multiply by 3. यहाँ हमने मल्टीप्लाई किया है 4 से, यहाँ हमने मल्टीप्लाई किया है 3 से, to get the same number LCM, that is 84. Whatever we do with the denominators, we repeat the process same in the numerator. So 21 4s are 84 and 28 3s are 84. So here we multiply the numerators with the same number. 107 multiplied by 4 and 103 multiplied by 3 will get 428 minus 309. Now come towards the first parenthesis. And here, when after cancellation, when we multiply the numerators, we get only 7 is remaining. 7 ones are 7, and in denominator there is 1, and we don't write 1 in the denominators. So the remaining terms are 17 upon 5 divided by 7. 17 upon 5 divided by 7. And then this is the division, copy as it is, and when you will subtract 428 by 309, you will get 119 upon 84. Okay, now 17 upon 5, you will solve the division operation. Division, we will replace, or we will change the sign of division with multiplication. We will take the reciprocal of this. So the reciprocal of 7 is 1 upon 7. So this becomes 17 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 7. Okay, when we will subtract, we will get 119 upon 84, and when only one term is remaining, we will remove the bracket. Here only one term is remaining, that is 119 upon 84, so we remove the brackets. And now this is 17, this is 17 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 7. Okay, and then this is, after multiplication, you will get 17 ones are 17 and 5 sevens are 35. And only one term remaining, so we remove the bracket. 17 1 the 17 and 5 7 the 35, and this divide will become multiply, and we'll take the reciprocal of this, that is become 84 upon 119. So when you will cancel it, you will get 1 upon 5 multiplied by 12 upon 17. You will cancel it by the, you cross cancel 17 and 119. 17 1 the 17 and 17 sevens are 119, and same with this table. 5 sevens, 7 fives are 35, and this only 12 is remaining. So multiply both the numerators together. 12 ones are 12 and 7 fives are 35. So this is in the proper fraction. So this is the answer of the question, 12 upon 35. Now move towards the next, that is next topic, that is complex fraction. A fraction whose numerator and denominators are themselves fraction is called complex fraction. Complex fraction, a fraction whose numerator, as we all know that fraction contain two parts, numerator and denominator. A fraction whose numerator, denominator or both, only numerator is a fraction and denominator is just a whole number, we call it complex fraction. Numerator is a whole number and denominator is a fraction, we call it complex fraction. Or both the numerators and denominators are the fraction, we call it complex fraction. Okay, these are the complex fraction. Now this is the example. See, here the numerator is a fraction, so this is complex fraction, and the question is 4 upon 5 upon 8. 4 upon 5 upon 8. So how we will simplify it? First we will write the numerator as it is, that is 4 upon 5. Then this is the division, this shows the division, so we replace this upon with the division sign. We replace this with the division sign, divided by 8. 4 upon 5 divided by 8 is equals to 4 upon 5 as it is. This divide, how we will solve this divide? We'll solve divide by replacing the sign with multiplication and taking the reciprocal of the term written after the division. So instead of this division, we will write multiply, and we will replace this 8. We will take the reciprocal of this 8, that is 1 upon 8. Now cross cancel by the same tables. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So remaining is 1 into 1, and 1 ones are 1, and this is 5 twos are 10. 1 upon 10. This is the way. This is the way to solve complex fraction. We will replace this division sign by this division operation, and then we will solve accordingly. Means change this divide into multiply and take the reciprocal of it. Okay, now this is exercise 5.2. Exercise 5.2, exercise 5.2, book page number 90. Open book page number 90. This is question number 3, part 4. Okay, take a screenshot of this question or mark this question in your books also to solve this question. Take a screenshot of this question. And the question is 1 upon 2 minus 2 upon 3 plus 3 upon 4 divided by 1 upon 4 plus 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 6. This is the question of Bode-Mass rule. Okay, so this is the parenthesis which contain 3 unlike terms. These 3 fractions are unlike fractions. The denominator contain 2, 3 and 4. The brackets contain 2. The fractions contain 2, 3, 4 as the denominator. So first we will take the LCM of 2, 3, 4. There is only parenthesis given over here. So we will solve parenthesis, both the parentheses simultaneously we will solve it. So 2 ones are 2, 3 as it is, 2 twos are 4. Again we will use 2 ones are 2 and then 3 ones are 3. So the LCM of 2, 3 and 4 is 2 twos are 4 and 4 threes are 12. So the LCM of 2, 3, 4 is 12. Now same in this bracket, they are both name. All three fractions are unlike fractions. They contain 4, 5, 6 as the denominator. So we will take the LCM of 4, 5 and 6. So when we will take the LCM of 4, 5 and 6, the number is 60. We get the LCM is 60. So the LCM of 2, 3, 4 is 12. And the LCM of 4, 5, 6 is 60. Now after the LCM, 2, 3, 4, 12. Now 2, multiply 2 by the number, you will get 12. 2, 6 are 12. Okay. And 3, 4s are 12. 4, 3s are 12. The number which made the denominator 12, the number will make the denominator or else make the denominator 12. We will repeat the multiplication in the numerators as well. This is 1 multiplied by 6. This is 2 multiplied by 4. This is 3 multiplied by 3. So 6 ones are 6, 4 twos are 8 and 3 threes are 9. Here 4, 5, 6, the LCM is 60. 4 15s are 60, 5 12s are 60, 6 10s are 60. Now repeat the multiplication in the denominators and multiply. So 1 15s are 15, 2 12s are 24, 1 10s are 10. These are the numbers which make the denominator 60 and these are the numbers which make the denominator 12 as per the LCM. Now when you multiply 6 minus 8 plus minus minus, when you 8 subtract 6 from 8 you will get 2 and 8 is greater, so we use the sign of the greater number, that is 8, so we use minus 2 plus 9 upon 12. Now both all the three numbers are plus, plus 15, plus 24 and plus 10. When you will add these three numbers you will get 49 upon 60. Okay, plus minus minus, when you will subtract 2 from 9 you will get 7. This is 7 upon 12 divided by 49 upon 60. Only one term is remaining over here, so we will remove the brackets and then there is only single operation, that is divide. How to solve the divide? We will solve the divide by change, that is division by multiplication. We will change this division into multiplication and we will take the reciprocal of 49 upon 60. So this becomes 60 upon 49. 7 upon 12 multiplied by 60 upon 49. Now cancel it. 7 ones are 7, 7 sevens are 49. 12 ones are 12, 12 fives are 60. So multiply both the numerators together. This is 1 and this is 5. 1 fives are, and this is 1 into 7. 1 fives are 5, 1 sevens are 7. This is the proper fraction. There is no need to change it because numerator is smaller than the denominator. So this is the answer of the question number 3, part 4, exercise 5.2. Hope you'll get it. Take a screenshot of it. Now move towards the next question. That is, this is the question of complex fraction. This is question number 4, part 3. This is question number 4, part 3. It is present on your book, page number 91. Take a screenshot of it as well. And the question is 1 whole 2 upon 3 upon 1 whole 5 upon 8 is equals to. Now start the simplification. This is the question. Its numerator is a fraction, its denominator is a fraction. This is both the numerator and denominator contain the whole number or mixed number. So this is complex fraction, 1 whole 2 upon 3 and 1 whole 5 upon 8. So we will simplify this question. first we will write the numerator as it is, that is 1 whole 2 upon 3. Now we will replace this upon with this division, because this is showing the division here, so we replace this upon with the division sign, and then we will write the denominator, that is 1 whole 5 upon 8. This is 1 whole 5 upon 8. Now convert this mixed number into improper fraction by multiplying plus 3 ones are 3 plus 2 is 5 upon 3. This become 5 upon 3 divided by 8 ones are 8, and when you will add 5 in it, you will get 13. 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 upon 8. So now after converting this mixed number into improper fractions, so the fractions become 5 upon 3 divided by 13 upon 8. Okay, now there is only one operation over here, that is divide, and as we all know that how to solve the divide, we will convert this divide into multiply, and we will take the reciprocal of this fraction. Now the question become 5 upon 3. We will change this divide with multiply, and we took the reciprocal. 13 upon 8 will become 8 upon 13. 13 upon 8 will become 8 upon 13. Now check, is there is any cancellation possible? 5, 13, no cancellation possible. Same as 3 and 8, no cancellation possible. So what we will do, we will multiply the numerators and we will multiply the denominators. 5 8s are 40, and 3 13s are 39. Okay, so the answer 49 is greater, 40 is greater than the 39, so this is an improper fraction. You also convert this question into mixed number by, so this become 1 whole 1 upon 39. 13 ones are 39 plus 1 40. So this is the, you can write this as the answer, but you will do one more step over here. Convert this improper fraction into mixed number. So this become 1 whole 1 upon 39. Write it by yourself. The answer of this question is 1 whole 1 upon 39, because here 40 is greater number and this is the improper fraction. So it is compulsory to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So the answer of question number 4 part 3 is 1 whole 1 upon 39. Hope you'll get it, students. Now that's it for today. This is your home task. As this is lesson number 4, so you will do the home task in continuation form. Note that you will do all home tasks in your fair copies of the subject. So exercise 5.2, in question number 3 you will simplify part 1 and part 5. Only 2 parts from question number 3, that is part 1 and part 5. And in question number 4 you will simplify question 2, you will simplify question number 5, you will simplify question number 6. Take a screenshot of it and do your homework in your fair copies. Do your homework in your fair copies.